to win a game like that's always nice when you come out on the right side of the result. And also a huge play from Jonny. In that moment when you receive the ball, there's probably a lot of things going through his head. But what you've then got to do is stay calm, be composed, and execute. And he did a brilliant job of that. So it was a vital 2 points for us. Not the best of games in terms of a spectacle. It was probably a good game to watch live in terms of the fact that the result was always in jeopardy. But yeah, a great way to finish the game. Yeah, I mean, probably my message to the team just then is that, and the learn that we need to take from tonight is that, we had 2 or 3 plays that we didn't get right in the first 10-12 minutes, and it told on the scoreboard. So we got beat to the punch in a few areas there. We can't allow that to happen in big games moving forward. So, that's a learn for us. What we might not think is an important play is an important play, because every play is important in the game. But I really, really like the way that, from that moment on, defensively we were spot on again, a lot more like ourselves. We were a lot more patient with ball in hand. We adjusted a few things there attack-wise to try and help us. But with the way the game was going, it was a slow game. So with the way the game was going, it was never going to be a 20-30 point game. It was a game where you have to win tight, and like I say, we're not fortunate, but we're pleased to come out on the right side of the results. I just apologise to Jonny that it was never an issue around him not doing something that we didn't want him to do, and the reason that the change came so early is that I couldn't take Moses off for Darryl and then put Moses back out. I would have burnt us up. So unfortunate for John, but obviously I have to do what I feel is best for the team. People will see that obviously Darryl Clark going over the line there, and that's the big moment in terms of the try. But the work in the lead up to that we did defensively is why we're in that position, and that's why I made the point about the early parts of the game. Every play is a big play. Each tackle in those sequence of plays, every time you limit them by a metre, you turn the game in your advantage, you turn the game in your favour. So Darryl Clark scored the try, but he's probably got a few blokes in and around him to thank for that. Al's we're feeling that Al potentially might be out long term. He's got an hamstring issue which is going to keep him out for around 6 to 8 weeks, but he's also got a knee problem which may require surgery, or it's looking likely it will require surgery. And if that's the case, you can double that period to a minimum of 12. So it's looking like we're going to be without Alex for a prolonged period of time. So we're going to have to obviously adapt to that. What I can take confidence from is that obviously we lost Al for a 10-week period last year and handled it really well, because he obviously is an important player for us, and being without him does hurt us. But what we need is other people to step into to come to the fore, come to the party as they did last year, and yeah, so we'll see how things go there, but it's not looking good. Ignatius is now back training with full squad. We're hoping he'll play for the reserves in 3 or 4 weeks' time, which if he gets a run out there and comes through well, he starts to obviously come into contention with us. So it's probably a timely return for Ignatius. Don't think Jay Winfield's too far off as well, which will certainly help us. And what I've got to do, I suppose, in that respect is pay huge credit to players like Sione Mattelti again, and players like Curtis Sirinen, who are both back rows by trade. You could argue with both, are they 2 of the most influential back rows in the competition? I think there's not too many teams who wouldn't want to take them. But what they do is put their hands up, and we have a real key thing in terms of what we value here at the club, and that's putting the team first. And in those 2 blokes in the last few weeks, and probably Sione for a fair bit longer, they've absolutely done that, and I'm so grateful as a coach.